My people, what we are seeing now in Nigeria security is something we cannot ignore, because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given a very strong order telling the army, the police, the air force, and all the agencies that it is time to go after these bandit leaders with full action. This is not just small talk. This is the president of the country saying that enough is enough, that Nigerians deserve peace in their villages, in their markets, in their schools, and even on the highways. And that order has started to bring some movement already. Like in Kaduna, the government has reviewed the situation and said they will send more strong equipment. They will bring in drones. They will use new technology so that these criminals will no longer hide easily in the forest. And I want you, my viewers, to quickly like this video right now and subscribe to this channel, because we are going to be following all these updates and I don't want you to miss anything. Now, let's break it down gently so everybody can understand what exactly is going on. For years now, we have been seeing bandit attacks in the northwest and some parts of the north central. Farmers have been chased from their land. People traveling have been kidnapped on the road. Children have been taken from schools, and whole villages have been forced to leave their homes. These things have caused fear and hunger, because when farmers cannot go to farm, the food supply goes down and prices in the market rise. Now, the president is saying that the government must take a new direction. And my people, this new direction means that they are no longer going to wait for bandits to attack before responding, but they will go after the leaders, the ones who control the camps, and remove them one by one. If you are watching now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It helps us bring you more updates. Already the Army and the Air Force have been carrying out airstrikes in some areas. There was even a report that some hostages were rescued recently, children among them, when soldiers entered some camps and freed them. This shows that the order from the top is beginning to shake things. Imagine being one of those families who had a child kidnapped and then hearing that the child is safe again. That is the kind of news that brings relief to the heart. But we also know that the challenge is big, because these groups have been operating for long and they know the forest, they know the terrain, and sometimes they get information before soldiers even arrive. That is why this new use of drones and surveillance is so important. Please, as we continue, click like now and subscribe, because when you do that, YouTube shows this video to more people and it makes us able to give you more real-time gist. Some governors have also been talking about this. For example, the governor of Zamfara said that he knows where some of the bandits are, and if given the power, he could clear them out fast. What does that tell us? It tells us that state leaders want more control in handling security in their areas. But right now in Nigeria, security is controlled mostly at the federal level. So the president giving this marching order also raises the question, should states have more power to handle their own security? This is a big conversation that Nigerians are having, because when bandits attack a community, it is the governor and the local leaders that face the people directly, and they want to act quickly. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you are there, subscribe so that you will not miss our next discussion on this matter. Now, let us talk about why this order is very important. Number one, it is about saving lives. Too many lives have been lost already. Number two, it is about giving people their livelihood back. When farmers cannot farm because of fear, the whole country suffers with food shortage. Number three, it is about showing leadership. When the president speaks strongly, it gives people confidence that government is listening. And number four, it is about setting the tone for the future, showing that Nigeria will not allow groups that use violence to control land and to control innocent people. This is why the order matters, and this is why you should like this video right now and also subscribe so that you can be part of the people who get the real gist as it drops. At the same time, we must understand that fighting bandits is not just about using force. Yes, force is needed, but there is also the need to talk to communities, to support the youths, to give jobs, to make sure people are not easily recruited. Because if one camp is destroyed and there are still hundreds of young men with no jobs and no hope, another camp will rise. That is the truth, and I am telling you this because we need to face the reality. And I am reminding you again, my people, like this video now, and hit the subscribe button. Because the more we build this channel together, the more we can talk about the real solutions for our country. We have also seen that some bandit leaders have been arrested. The army announced that high-profile suspects are now in custody, people who were controlling operations in different states. These arrests are very important because when you cut the head of the snake, the body becomes weak. But let us also be careful. Sometimes when leaders are removed, new ones rise, and sometimes they even become more dangerous trying to prove themselves. So this is why the government must not only arrest, but also follow up with intelligence, with strong patrols, and with community trust. My people, if you agree with me so far, just give this video a like right now. It really helps. When we look at the kind of operations that are now happening, one thing is very clear. The government is trying to make sure the response is not just about chasing shadows, but about hitting the real roots of the problem. That is why we are hearing about drones being deployed, about stronger military hardware going to the north, and about surveillance being used more actively. My people, this is a big shift because for a long time, villagers have been saying that the bandits know the forest better than anyone else, and soldiers sometimes arrive late after an attack. But with technology, you don't wait until you hear gunshots. You can watch movement from the air, you can track camps before they move, and you can even see where they're hiding. Imagine what that means for the safety of people in villages. It can make a big difference. And if you like what you are hearing so far, please like this video right now and subscribe because this gist is for you and you don't want to miss what is coming next. But my people, we also need to talk about the risks because when the military is carrying out big operations, there is always the chance that innocent people can be caught in the middle. And when that happens, communities sometimes lose trust in the same security that is supposed to protect them. This is why many people are saying, yes, go after the bandit leaders, but also make sure there is careful intelligence, careful planning, and close work with the local leaders so that mistakes are avoided. If these operations are done well, they will bring peace. If they are not done well, they can bring more anger and fear. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And while you are writing your opinion, don't forget to like and subscribe because I want us to continue this conversation together. Another thing we should talk about is how governors are reacting. You know already one governor said he knows the locations of some camps. Another governor has been calling for the creation of state police. That debate is now getting stronger. Should Nigerians have state police? Some people say yes, because it will allow governors to act faster and closer to their people. Others say no, because it might bring political abuse, where politicians use the police for their own fights. What do you think? State police or no state police? Drop your answer below, and if you have not yet subscribed, do it now, because this channel is where we bring the real gist that touches your life. Let's also look at the bigger picture. Nigeria has been facing insecurity from different sides. Insurgency in the northeast, banditry in the northwest, farmer-herder clashes in the middle belt, oil theft in the Niger Delta, and even kidnapping in the south. So when the president says there must be decisive action, it is not just about one region, it is about setting the tone for the whole country. The message is that no matter where you live, the government is saying it wants to fight criminals and restore peace, but we know the truth. Talking is easy, action is harder. That is why Nigerians are watching closely to see if these orders will truly bring change. And that is why you should like this video now and subscribe, because I will continue bringing you updates as they happen. Now think about the families living in Kaduna, Zamfara, Niger, or Kaduna, where attacks have been more common. Imagine what they go through. Sleeping at night with fear, worrying if the next sound of a motorbike in the distance is a group of bandits. Parents worrying if children are safe in school or if kidnappers might strike again. These are real stories of our people, and they are the reason why this matter is serious. Security is not only about soldiers, it is about human beings who just want to live their life in peace. My people, this is why I always tell you, please like this video and subscribe, because the more we talk about it, the more awareness we create, and the more pressure goes to those in charge to actually act.